This is 104.3 My FM, and it's Valentine in the Morning. Battle of Sex is coming up at 8:10 this morning. This is John Legend, all of me.
We'll see him in Caesars. Over $500,000 a show.
Per show?
Yes.
Wow. But only 18 shows?
Only 18 shows,
Oh,
yes.
well, that's, what, $9 million? Waste of time.
I guess I could figure out how to make that work.
Speaking of Vegas, Britney Spears was on Ellen yesterday, and she announced she's extending her Vegas residency at Planet Hollywood for an additional 3 months. Rip.
Sweet.
She gets a little less than $500,000 a show. I think she gets like $435.
Rip off.
Yeah, per show.
Wow.
I know, it's all right.
There was another
Settling
thing
for so little.
with her yesterday where she had to reschedule shows because of the ankle stuff, but she was like Instagramming from a volleyball game that she was playing.
She was throwing a football on the beach.
Oh, really?
Didn't have her boot on Sunday.
Standing on the beach is different than dancing around in a
But
show.
she was throwing a football. You have to move.
Hey, before we get too far away from the conversation, I just want to bring this up. It's a text that came over talking about the story of the guy in San Diego who got HIV from the boyfriend who knowingly gave it to him, lied, said he was clean,
Right.
didn't have HIV, talked him into having unprotected sex. And I made the argument that that was, I think, the DEA story should have been number one, and that should have been number two, because the guy shares some responsibility there because he made the decision to still go ahead, even with the pressure, to go ahead and have unprotected sex with this guy.
Okay.
818 says, that's victim blaming.
No.
The guy was clear in saying that he was clean, no HIV. Saying that the other guy should have been partly responsible is just like saying that a woman shouldn't walk home alone at night or she is welcoming rape. You could not be more wrong. You have this so backwards. One is a person who has absolutely no say in the matter, the woman walking alone at night. Okay, and the other one is a person who made a decision.
Right. Agreed.
It's like when somebody says, no, man, go ahead, you can do this drug, nothing's going to happen. And you go, oh, okay. And you do it, you make the decision to do it, and then something happens. You have a heart attack or something else happens where you end up
Hallucinate. Whatever.
Okay, you are partly responsible. Okay, you made the decision to have unprotected sex. It is very different. I think it's very irresponsible of you, 818, to even try to draw a parallel between the two. I'm not saying what the guy did was right. Absolutely not. I'm saying that guy should go to prison for a long time. But the guy who made the decision to have unprotected sex with somebody without knowing for sure if this guy truly was, clean, that is your responsibility, just like it's anybody's responsibility. You have sex without a condom and you get pregnant. That it takes two to tango.
Right, absolutely.
You were part of that process. You made that decision. So
Yes,
I think
exactly.
I think it's very different, and shame on you, 818.
When couples say, oh, we accidentally got pregnant, and when you tripped and landed on your
Two different things.
All right, jeez. Crowd is being wrecked.
All right.
Stop it.
Jamie Foxx has spoken out about his less than awesome version of the national anthem before Mayweather-Pacquiao. Of course, he's blaming it on technical issues.
See, I told you his earpiece was out.
He said that the earpieces didn't work, that the ear pack dropped off, and he couldn't hear the music playing. He also said everything's cool and that people just wanted something to talk about since the fight was so anticlimactic. So that's why we're picking on Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay. Am I the only person on earth who didn't think it was that horrible?
Yes.
Okay. I didn't think it was that bad.
Gregory, party of one.
Well, I hate it just because anytime somebody tries to jazz up the national anthem, I'm off. I don't care how clean and crisp their voice is or anything else about it. You start doing that vocal acrobatic stuff with the national.
that bugs.
Just sing it. You can be powerful, but don't give me the. And you're throwing in hallelujahs at the end.
Yeah.
That's not part of the song, man. Just sing the song.
He can sing though, just not
can't.
that one
That
time.
was just not
Apparently without an earpiece.
technical
Just
issues.
because you played a singer in a movie doesn't mean you can actually
No,
sing.
he can sing for real.
No, I know he can.
Melissa Rivers has written a
Speed
book
and dick.
about her mother, Joan Rivers. It's called The Book of Joan. Came out yesterday. There's some interesting nuggets, and this is according to Melissa, but any guesses on how many plastic surgeries you think Joan Rivers went through?
72. Can we just do an over-under? Because you know it's a lot.
I will put the over-under at 100.
Ooh.
Wow.
Under.
Over.
Under 100?
I mean, that's a ton.
That's less than one a year of life.
Ah,
Right, yeah, but didn't she start getting it?
Years old.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, give me the over.
and you're taking the over as well?
Yes.
348 plastic surgeries, according to Melissa Rivers. And Joan was never happy about how she looked. That's what...
Apparently.
I know.
plans for preventing them in the future as it does what it calls routine maintenance.
Faye.
Yes.
Those were her least
God,
favorite
Joan Rivers
people on earth.
ruled so hard. I wish we could have met her and hung out with her.
I know. Opportunity
Loved her.
missed. Tonight on television, it's the season finale of Criminal Minds on CBS. The Goldbergs, Modern Family, new on ABC. Big Time in Hollywood, Florida is on Comedy Central. Catfish is on MTV. And Walk of Shame Shuttle is on VH1. I'm Raby, and that's Crap on Celebrity.
All right. Thank you very much, Randy.
Welcome.
Time for your crappy birthdays. Greg, did you know that today is George Clooney's birthday?
I did not, actually.
He's 54 years old today.
And overrated.
And smoking hot?
You just say that because of his political leanings.
No, just in every way he's overrated.
I thought you would find him dreamy, actually.
I do.
Hella old. Oh, I think that's okay.
55. That's not dreamy, that's old.
He seems like he'd be cool to hang out with. I like that, seems good guy's
You would be
guy.
buying drinks all night?
Well, I'll drink a free drink.
Yeah.
He has dogs, Greg.
All right, so he's 54. Happy
Okay,
birthday.
I like him now.
Happy birthday, George Clooney. No, I just was just assuming, because he's like really liberal, that,
I can't
he
take
and
that
Greg
into
would never
account.
be friends
Right, I
for that
can't.
reason alone.
It's like we always say, I couldn't like any band or any actor if I cared about that stuff.
That's true. Well, you care, just
I care, but not enough to not go see a movie.
Care more than the average person.
let's keep it 100. All right, Chris Paul, point guard for your LA Clippers. He is 30. Tom Bergeron, the host of Dancing with the Stars, is 60. Gabourey Sidibe, she's on Empire, and she was on the last 2 seasons of American Horror Story, but everybody knows her mostly as Precious. She's 32. And Baseball Hall of Famer Willie Mays, 84 years old today. Your porno birthday today is Mason Storm. Happy birthday, Mason. Today's birthday girl, she's been hungrier for balls than all 4 hungry hippos.
Throwback.
That's real hungry. 148 fine films to her credit, including Asses of Face Destruction, Volume 1, Buttman's Tales from the Crack, Deep Throat This, Volume 18, and who can forget her unforgettable role in Booty Duty, Volume 11?
I don't want to know what that's about.
I can guess what that's about.
I don't want to know.
That is Mason Storm. She is 41, and that's your porno birthday, your crappy birthdays, and that is your crap on celebrities.
KYSR, Los Angeles.
This is The Woody Show.
Driven by your Southern California Toyota dealers, we make it easy.
Alt 98.7, LA's new alternative.
So we got the LA Craigslist Freak of the Week coming up. That'll be the next thing that we do for you. Also, 21 Pilots got those tickets for the iHeart Theater and the Greek Theater, both. One person, 2 different sets of tickets. Also, Offspring tickets. Please.
Lynn, what does the automotive term MPG stand for?
Motor, I don't know.
Miles per gallon. Miles per gallon.
Oh my God.
That's okay.
Dwayne, what does DIY stand for?
Be with yourself.
That's right.
Lynn, what professional athlete is the face of the Money Team clothing line? The Money Team.
Mayweather.
Yeah.
TNT.
Yeah.
Dwayne, what did Kate Middleton and Prince William name their new daughter?
Charlotte.
That's right.
Guys up 2-1. Here's your question, Lynn. Al, Peg, Kelly, and Bud Bundy were characters in what sitcom?
Married with Children.
That's correct.
Dwayne, Alan, Amy, Eric, and Corey Matthews were characters in what sitcom?
Of course, Boy Meets World.
Wow.
Wow, good
The fact that you know
job.
that is crazy. 1, 2, 3. Guys, get them all right, guys. Nice job, buddies. Danielle Pichelle will be so proud of you. Congratulations.
I think it was her birthday yesterday.
Was it really?
Yeah, happy birthday, Topanga.
How old is she now?
I'll look that up for you.
All right, Kevin's going to look that up. You got it, pal. Battle of the Sexes Championship Certificate. Download it as a PDF printed, hanging on your wall with pride.
I will.
You also have a $200 Visa card from the Dr. Oz Show. This month, the Dr. Oz Show is celebrating 1,000 episodes and millions of lives changed. Hugh Jackman joining Dr. Oz. Maybe they're going to sing. He'll be kicking it all off. That is going to be tomorrow, the 1000th episode, only at Fox 11 at 2 p.m.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
Lynn, thank you very much for playing. What a pleasure to meet you.
Of course, thank you.
34.
Thanks, Lynn.
She's 34
Bye.
years old, turned 34 on Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, no, Lynn and Dwayne are like moving on. Whatever.
My FM traffic is next.
Hey guys, Amy P here with the Hollywood Beat, and tonight I'm all about the American Idol Top 4. If you haven't kept up, these really are the best Top 4 the show has ever had. You've got Clark, the all-American artist, Jax, the rebel diva, Nick, the smooth rocker, and Rayvon, the soulful musician. Just watching their transformations all season has been personally inspiring. I now have purple hair, so I'm totally torn about who is going to get my votes to go into the finale. If you don't vote, you can't complain, so I suggest you join me and watch American Idol tonight on Fox.
It all starts tonight at 8 on Fox 11. Then on the Fox 11 10 o'clock news. SoCal's newest singing sensations in the making. Go behind the curtain with Fox 11 to meet talented pint-sized performers on the road to fame.
Makes me feel happy. Like, music class is one of my favorite classes.
Future singing superstars tonight on the Fox 11 News at 10.
Well, the crash is on the shoulder now, southbound side of the 405 freeway just before you get to Nordhoff, but you are still seeing the delays as you come out of Sylmar from the 5 freeway, and then up ahead it's busy from Sherman Way over towards Sunset, southbound side of the 5. A little sluggish from just before the 210, and you'll see the delays kind of off and on through Burbank and out towards the 110 as you get into Highland Park. We're checking out the drive on the 605 freeway next. First, the support brought to you by Stater Brothers. Planning a Mother's Day celebration? Why not treat mom to a terrific family barbecue with fresh bone-in New York steak, cut fresh daily, and only $5.99 a pound. Where do you get this? At Stater Brothers, of course, where you always get more for less. So southbound drive on the 605 is pretty busy this morning. Looking at the SoCal Honda traffic cam, heavy delays from Arrow Highway to pretty much Firestone as you pass up the 5 freeway. Northbound side slows down from about Rosecrans over to the 5. Eastbound side of the 91 still slow getting into Orange County. Valley View to the 57 with westbound delays from about Lakeview as you head over towards Euclid. And that's your traffic from the helpful SoCal Honda Traffic Center. I'm Tony Jordan, 1043 My FM.
1043 My FM.
For the first time ever, the world's biggest music festival is coming to America.
And all this week, My FM has your access to be there.
Rock in Rio, USA.
Where you'll experience Taylor Swift,
Bruno Mars.
Ed Sheeran,
Sam Smith.
along with Jessie J,
John Legend.
Echo Smith,
Charlie XCX.
Magic, and more.
All right, growing up, I may have been a challenge. After all, my mother did send me to live with my grandparents for a summer.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
She never gave up on me, and eventually I grew out of that challenging phase, and we established a real relationship. And that's why I'm more than happy to do anything I can for her, including flowers from 1-800-Flowers.com.
But see, unlike you, I was always the good son. I was a legal angel.
Okay.
That's why me, the good son, used the official florist of Mother's Day, which is 1-800-Flowers.com, to order my mom her flowers. And I just continue on being the good son.
You guys get it that Mother's Day is Sunday, right? So even though you've been waiting around, it's time to take advantage of a great deal from 1-800-Flowers.
And through tomorrow, you can get 24 multicolored roses. They're so nice, and they're just $29.99. That is $20 off the regular price.
Anybody can get in on this. Just go to 1-800-Flowers.com from your desktop or mobile device, click on the radio microphone in the upper right-hand corner, and enter Woody Show.
Or you can make a phone call, 1-800-Flowers, mention the Woody Show when you order. Mother's Day is this Sunday, so take advantage. 24 roses for $29.99. Go to 1-800-Flowers.com today.
Watch the KTLA 5 Morning News for the latest in traffic and weather. And all this week, it's a DIY Mother's Day with gifts you can make yourself. Plus, tomorrow, the bad boy of design shows you how to set a super luxe brunch table for mom. The KTLA 5 Morning News, all this week, 4 to 10 a.m.
Right now, Verizon is offering unlimited talk and text, plus 10 gigs of shareable data. Yeah, 10 gigantic gigs for $80 per month plus taxes and fees, and $15 per smartphone line. More data means more music, more video, more streaming, more gaming, more apping, more sharing. That's more data than ever to do more of everything you want. Who wouldn't want the only network that RootMetrics ranked #1 in speed, call, data, and reliability? So you never have to settle for second, or third, or fourth. Save without settling. Today. $80 per month plus taxes and fees, 10 gigs of data, and $15 per smartphone line. Stop by Verizon or visit vzw.com on the largest, most reliable 4G LTE network. Hashtag never settle. Verizon. $80 monthly account access plus $15 monthly line access for each smartphone line on Edge. Subject to customer and Edge agreements and credit approval. Coverage details at VerizonWireless.com. Rankings based on Root Metrics second half 2014 National Root Score Report.
Partly cloudy skies today and a high of 69 in Corona. You can expect the same in Sherman Oaks.
This report is brought to you by the Orange County Transportation Authority. Each year, almost 5,000 people lose their lives while walking in the United States. Pedestrian fatalities can be avoided. Pay attention while driving. We're all pedestrians at some point, so let's make the roads safer for everyone. Please do not text and drive. It might just save a life.
Start the new year right at West Coast University. Registered nurses can earn a Bachelor or Master of Science degree in nursing, 100% online. WCU offers a 12-month RN to BSN program with up to 84 credits
Aim to 8.
You know, don't waste the water. Well, they wasted the water, and Jose Huizar is upset about that, as are a number of other people, and so we're going to talk to him and see what can we do.
Just about 2 minutes away here on KNX. KNX News Time, 8:19.
When searching for a Chrysler, search Premier of WestCovina.com.
From out of the American West.
And price. Cricket lets you get all
James Bay. Win your way in all this week to the sold-out K-Rock Mini Roast EVS
upfront, because your wireless bill shouldn't be a math problem. Cricket, something to smile about.
Data speeds low to a maximum 120 kilobits per second after high-speed allowances used on a payroll required. Credit issued at billing cycle details at CricketWireless.com.
More terrifying than arresting.
It's 8:20. It is Valentine in the morning. It's 104.3 My FM. They went back and looked at the flight prior to the Germanwings flight 9525. That was when they crashed into the mountain tragically at the hands of the co-pilot. So they looked at previous flights that he had worked on, and the one he co-piloted just before that, he was doing a test run of the systems while the captain was out of the cabin. He was doing a test run of what he was going to do on that next flight. He would take the autopilot, put it on 100 feet for a couple seconds, then turn it right back to normal. And he did this several times, they found out, when they went back and looked at the flight prior to the one that crashed. Oh my gosh, these people that were on that flight had no idea how close they were. It's so scary. So I really believe that what we're going to see in Europe is what we have here in the States. Somebody always has to be in that cockpit. That is a firm and fast rule here.
At least 2 people, right? Is that the thing?
That's right. That's what it is, Kev. 2 people always have to be in the cockpit at all times. Emergency, 25% of water cut approved by the California Water Resource Board. It will get very tough out there. Thousands of complaints have been made to local water companies. Saying, you say stuff like, hey, the guy down the street, listen to me saying it, the guy down the street left his sprinkler system running all day, it's raining, can you call the guy or something? Apparently, very few notices have been issued, though. When I did that, I didn't tell him my name.
Oh, you do it anonymously,
right.
Of course.
I changed my voice, too.
Hi, the guy down the street. I'm calling from Springfield. I haven't had water in 2 weeks. I need some help.
Farmers Insurance doing a really nice thing here. Farmers Insurance is awarding your favorite teacher a number of educational grants from $2,500 all the way up to $100,000. The info is up at thankamericas.teachers.com, and this is Teacher Appreciation Week, so it's a great thing to publicize here. Thankamericas.teachers.com to enter your teacher. All right, coming up next, when you get a new neighbor, should you bake them something and drop it off at their front door, say hi, do it yourself, bake it? Or do you buy something from like Bake You Happy, a cupcake place? Somebody here in the room has a situation.
Or you just wait until they bring you something.
That's not what Allie wants to do, though, right?
Welcome you to the neighborhood.
Does Allie want to do that?
No, she wants to do the buy thing. I want to do the make thing. But then there's also the third option of just not introducing yourself at all and wait for them to come to you.
Third option is be a pariah. Don't talk to anybody and shut your doors and windows.
This is my heartbeat song.
There were a couple of earthquakes.
I need the curls to be showing. O2 sensor. It's the transmission falling out of my car. I don't know. But you know who can find out. That's right. AMCO.
Damage. Meantime, 3 quakes, including a couple with a magnitude greater than 3, struck the San Francisco East Bay this morning as well. No reports of injury or damage.
So I said earlier, I thought it was last month when the DWP was working on the Eagle Rock Reservoir and all that water ran down the stream. It was actually in March. middle of March.
A little while ago.
When they did that. But still, a lot of water went right down to the storm drain, and a lot of people are upset about that. Today, LA City's council, a number of the council members are going to take up a motion requiring DWP to be a little smarter when it comes to maintenance work and getting rid of the water that they shouldn't be getting rid of. Jose Huizar, LA City Councilman, is bringing up that motion. Councilman, good morning to you. I think it sounds like you're as outraged as everybody else was watching that water go into the drain.
Well, yes, we were, Dick, and what happened was, as you mentioned, there were some constituents who saw thousands of gallons of water just going down their street into the storm drain, and they tagged me on social media. My staff saw that. We immediately called DWP. DWP went out there, sent a water tanker, collected and recaptured some of the water, but the question remained, what will they do in the future and what's standard practice? Well, that was standard practice, and we asked DWP to come into council, explain what their new policy will be to recapture this water when they perform maintenance such as this, so, especially in this time of drought. And if DWP is asking our constituents, our residents, to conserve more, DWP should also be conserving. So today in committee at 2 p.m., they will explain their new policy on what to do in these events when they do maintenance.
So they're going to explain, and you're going to listen. Can you get them to do anything differently? Can you require anything of the DWP, or do you just politely make suggestions?
Well, we make suggestions, and sometimes we do give orders in council. But in this instance, if we see they are acting, we stop there. And in this instance, they are acting. They've already put a policy in place that will now give them 3 different ways of recapturing some of that water. First of all, instead of sending it into the storm drain, they would send it to the sewer. In the sewers, we already have some programs that will recycle the water. They will also secondly either send in some water tankers to capture the water, put the water back into parkland, etc. Or third, they will divert the water into different pipes so that we could still use it as usable, drinkable water. And so they're going to use one of these 3 new practices, and they are already doing that since about a month and a half ago when we pointed this out to them.
All right, Councilman, give them the stare down today. Make them do what they tell you they're going to do, okay?
Will do. Thanks so much, Dick and Vicky. Appreciate it.
All right, Councilman Jose Huizar, they're with on the news line.
We forgot to ask him about periscoping the other guys.
Oh, yeah, periscoping the other guys. That's true. Maybe you heard us.
Jose, if you hear us.
Yeah, that's right. Periscope the guys who
are doing the workout.
Farrell and
Mitchell
Farrell. That thing would go viral, guaranteed. Let's update you on what's happening.
And he impregnated the garbage can. It was all caught on web.
God, I know.
We have the video. We could probably repost it, right?
No, tweet it out.
I would love to see it again because it's hilarious.
I'm sure people haven't seen it. There's some people who are listening now who didn't hear us the last time we told that story.
Before I even met you guys, I worked with a guy who ended up murdering his wife.
Really?
What?
And they found the gun in his desk at work. It was so creepy.
See, that's psycho. We're talking about like freaks.
Yeah,
you know,
that's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that's not freaky. Okay.
No, it's freaky, like scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is freaky, like ew.
Okay.
There's freaky, scary, and there's freaky.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
you go to prison for that kind of freaky.
Yeah,
This kind of freaky is just like, man, don't even look at me. I can't look at you, man.
This kind of freaky is how do you live with yourself?
Right, exactly. Exactly. So we're talking misconnections, casual encounters, for sale, help wanted. We go through all the different sections, and then we narrow them down to.
Oh, I mean, the whole place is
That's a good point.
I don't know. Just for the record, your Instagram pictures are not art, no matter what kind of filter you use, okay? Art is art, not Instagram,
Wait a
okay?
minute, that Valencia filter is my favorite.
Alrighty, she loves
She's pretty artistic with it, I'm just saying. But
All right.
no, you're right, you're right.
Ruba's Instagram is art, the rest of yours is not.
No.
What's going on in our celebrity scoop?
All right, Jimmy Kimmel finally explains why he was following Manny Pacquiao into the ring on Saturday night.
Manny was on our show a couple of weeks ago, and I asked if I could be his Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber, if you don't know, walks into the ring with Floyd Mayweather whenever he fights, looking tough and just kind of hanging with him. But
Are you fucking
Manny Pacquiao
serious?
doesn't have the sexy teen
Oh my
idol in his
gosh.
camp,
Are you
so I
fucking
offered
serious?
myself.
Awesome.
He said he was actually surprised, and he said yes, and he was there. He wore the gold chains and the goofy hat, just like Bieber would. The Pac-Man, of course, didn't win. He's suggesting that Mayweather, who has 5 title belts, maybe give one of them to Justin Bieber to hold his pants up. In the meantime, you can see that whole video of Jimmy explaining it all on our website at colafm.com. Meantime, Manny Pacquiao's getting sued, right?
Yeah, he's getting sued because he
had a broken arm or at least a shoulder. He had a shoulder problem, and he should have disclosed that. They should have postponed the fight if that were the case.
Yeah.
We spent a lot of money. Well, I didn't, but a lot of people did.
Sure.
Over, pay-per-view and tickets for this fight. They have a legitimate grounds for a lawsuit.
Yeah, they very well could. Hashtag awkward. A woman named Danielle Perez won 2 prizes on The Price is Right. A treadmill and a sauna. Very exciting, right? The only problem is Danielle lost her legs in an accident 10 years ago and uses a wheelchair. Naturally, that made it a little awkward when the prizes were